Hey, I'm Superphiz. It is March 9th, 2022. A friend of mine asked for help with a POAP distribution, and this specific POAP distribution is, in this case, for a meetup. So the people who are there are known people. It could be an online meetup where the doors are essentially closed. My focus is wonky. Where the doors are closed and you know who's going to be there. Or it could be distribution for like your own, you've met this person POAP. The distribution technique I'm about to talk about is not great for mass distribution. It's not something you want to paste to the internet or let go free. But I'm going to walk through the steps really quickly of using poapathon to get an image created, using POAP admin to create an event, and then using the Magic QR dispenser to get your codes and share those with your audience. So let me get started. I'm also doing a speed run because I'm hosting another thing in a few minutes. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to start at poapathon.com. And this is a site run by a great dude called tap.eth. They connect people who give bounties with artists who then design art. And so the easiest way to start at poapathon is to request a design. 4 steps here. You provide your design requirements. You send a POAP bounty to their address. You confirm the bounty. You send the payment to poapathon. Then you choose the winning design, and then the artist gets paid and you get the assets. So yeah, you have to pay poapathon in advance. They are kind of escrow. Then you select winners, you get the assets, and then the artist gets paid. So let's start a contest. And I want to do a POAP design. And I am hosting 2 events tonight, but I don't know about their POAP status, so I'm not going to sweat that. Let's say it's a community meeting. Let's say I'm doing a meetup for Phiz's widgets. The name of the person, community, organization. This is for Superphiz. Poapathon makes it so easy. This is going to be for my fake meetup for widget enthusiasts. And okay. And if I have assets for this, so either from you know, I like my company already has a design logo or something, or a Twitter profile. So let's say I want to base this on my Twitter. The more assets you can give them, the better idea they'll have to work with something. And so you can also upload assets. And here's what's really important. How quickly do you need the design? The default for everybody is to say, I need it right away. Obviously, that's a bad idea because designers need a little bit of time to think through the design and to really give a quality response. So I really encourage the soon. 5 days ends up being too long for me, but I use soon whenever I can. 3 days seems about the right time for these bounties. And also very important here is what kind of quality design do you want? Now, you're going to get a good design no matter what, but this kind of helps the artists decide what kind of level they want to target. And so you're going to get some of the best artists if you choose a pro design at 500. Amateur designs I really like because these people are really scrappy, and basic are the noobs. Don't be afraid to choose any of these options. Really let your wallet lead as far as what you're willing to pay. I have found that I get tremendous value from whatever I choose. So in this case, let's choose amateur. And your Discord username. And so what you're going to find is as we go through this, so when this happens, you're going to go to this Discord channel, and the first thing you'll do, you're going to go to a channel that says, I have paid the bounty. And you'll need to use Polygon or ETH to send the amount of the bounty that you selected to that wallet. I'm not going to dox my Discord because it turns out I have too much personal stuff there that I can't really show it effectively. But you'll go to the poapathon Discord and find the, let me check in another screen so I can describe it over here. So you're going to go to the poapathon Discord. And when you get there, you're going to find a channel called, done this a bunch of them. Under bounties active, you're going to go to new requests and you're going to see your bounty down there. You're going to then go to bounty chat. I'm sorry, you're going to, yeah, bounty chat, and you're going to tag at contest managers and say, I have submitted payment for whatever design you're submitting for, and you're also going to include the transaction number. My last request. All right, and so at this point, you have requested a POAP from Poapathon. You've sent your funds and you've verified yourself. What Poapathon is going to do, they're going to create a special channel in their Discord to host your bounty. And you should go to that channel and talk to the artists and comment on the art and answer questions and give feedback, because that's going to help them give the best design that they can. And so within probably, depending on how long your term is, within a few hours, you're going to start seeing some designs. And in my experience, I get between 5 and 10 submissions. And from there, you just pick first prize and second prize, and you'll comment in that Discord, I like this one best, and I like this one second best. And what you're going to end up with is an image that you can then take to this site. So from my perspective, you've gotten over the hardest hump. You have an image for a POAP. And when you get there, so you've selected the image, you've identified it on Poapathon. Those artists are then going to get paid with the bounty that you sent in, and everybody's done. So thanks for Poapathon, you're done there. Now you're going to go to app.poap.xyz/admin, and you're going to go up here to this hamburger menu and select admin is what I use. Which one of these is admin? I usually type it in manually. Maybe it's, yeah, okay, admin events. I'm sorry, I type it in manually and I wanted to show you the icons. But yeah, admin events, and you're gonna click create a new POAP. And the event that I'm creating is Phiz's demo of Poapathon of POAP, please disregard. Now, so when you're filling out this page, it's extremely important that you are very verbose. So you're going to need information like this POAP is delivered to people who attended my meetup in person on. So this is important information because it tells the curators, this has to be approved. It tells the curators that you're not just giving it away for free, that you have a specific distribution plan. Your distribution of a POAP is very important. You can't just say, I want 1,000 POAPs and I'm going to share the links on Twitter, because that's a really bad distribution and it will not get approved. So I'm saying here, I'm going to give it to the people who attended my meetup on March 27th. I can also say this POAP is distributed by the Magic QR code dispenser. On one hand, this is information nobody's going to care about a year later. What people really want to know is what your event was about. Who were your speakers? What did you talk about? What did you do together? Why is it special? On the other hand, this information is important for the curation committee because they need to know that it's a solid distribution. And finally, I love to add the name of the artist. And I'll do image was created, POAP image. By, let's do Danny Elise. with support from poapathon. And so that kind of tells everyone else who created it. Right now, that artist is not going to get a copy of your POAP. So it is helpful for them to get some credit for having participated. Virtual drop, if you did this on the internet, if it's a Zoom meeting or whatever, you're going to click virtual drop. If it is a real life city, like it can be Las Vegas, you can also use a combination of these. And this is a single event. It's going to be a meeting that we're going to hold tonight, even though it's fake. Now, if you want to link to a website, you can do, let's say, meetup.com. And whatever your thing is. I always use the standard template here. There are a bunch of other templates, but honestly, I have always stuck with standard. This edit code is extremely important. You should write it down now, but it's also going to come to you in email. And then you also downloaded artwork from poapathon. It needs to be a 500 by 500 PNG image. I think it actually can be larger than 200K. I think the current limit is like 4 megs, but it will just kick it out if it's the wrong size. And so round shape, the PNG is going to be a square, but it's going to be cut to round. So yeah, no big deal. And your email, you're always going to want to fill in your email because that's how you're going to get distribution codes. The mint links, this is very important. You need to ask for the best number of mint links that you can. Let's say I'm hosting an event and I don't know how many people are going to come, but not more than 50 people have ever come, then 50 is a great number of mint links. The higher your ask of mint links, the lower the likelihood that you're going to get approved for all of them. So it's best to be conservative. But also you kind of want to avoid the need to come back for more. That has happened to me. I have had to request more links, but that really takes a curator more time to have to come back and review. So your goal is really to target the most number of people who are likely to attend without overshooting too hard. And this button is really important, private drop. If you don't want everyone in the world to know you're issuing this POAP, use private drop. It won't show up in the public drop list. Actually, just demoed that. I'm not going to show it again. But all POAP deliveries are public by default. If you don't want people to show up randomly to your event, like the desired attendees, then make it a private drop. But for this, I'm going to make it a public drop. And so, okay, I can't submit this now because that's a malformed URL. And I'm not going to be able to complete this because if I open up this browse dialog, it's going to show you all the files on my desktop, and I prefer not to do that. But essentially, you'll just hit save there, and you're going to get a notification in your email that you requested this drop. And now you're going to wait. The POAP curation committee is going to review all of these, and they're going to say, is this a legitimate use of POAP, or are they missing something big? If you follow the guidelines that I showed you, you're going to be fine. You're going to get approved every time and probably pretty quickly. But if you've left something out, for example, if there's no date on your POAP or name on your POAP, which I didn't mention that, but your POAP image does need to have the name of the event and the date on it. If you specified all of these things clearly, then you're almost guaranteed an approval. And so those links are going to come in a text file in your email. And now the trick is the distribution. How do you get 50 codes to people who are all in a room and you're like, I can't text them all? And that's where the Magic QR code dispenser comes in. This is at qr.poap.tech. And so after your POAP has been approved, you're going to get those links in a text file. And you're going to take that text file to this site and you're going to browse to it and just simply upload that text file. It's really simple. And the next screen is going to say, do you want to activate this drop? Sure, let's activate it. And then it's going to show a QR code. Now, the way you distribute is if you're at a meeting, you show this either, say if it's a virtual meeting, you show it on your Zoom screen. If it is a live meeting, you can show it on your projection. If it's a one-to-one, like it's my You've Met Superphiz POAP, you can show that QR code on your phone. And every time someone scans, that QR code is going to update with a new code. That's really great because it's considered a high quality distribution because you know one person gets every code. And so you can also shut this down when you're done. So if it's an event, let's say you asked for 50 codes and you did the event and you feel like everyone got one, but you want to post it online, then you can turn off the Magic QR code dispenser, and people who watch this event on YouTube won't then be able to claim the codes. So I'm going to stop the share. That's the quick and easy basic steps to creating a POAP type distribution. Poapathon to create the image. Take that 500 by 500 pixel image to app.poap.xyz/admin/events. Create your event, upload that image, and write down your edit code. Sometimes you need to change details, and that's what the edit code is for. And then wait a few hours, couple minutes, few hours, up to a day for the codes to come into your email. Then take those codes to the Magic POAP QR dispenser, upload them, turn the dispenser on, and let people scan the QR code. Now, I don't know how long this has taken me to talk about it, but you can really do all of this in about 20 minutes. If you are a return POAP customer and you request a lot of these, like they know you well and you have good credit, then you'll get approved quickly. Like my requests get approved usually in less than an hour. If it's your first time or your distribution is sketchy, they'll need to talk to other curators about it, and it can take a little bit longer. But don't worry, there is actually a review process that can either help train you to do it better, or so that you can bring up why you think it's a good distribution and they can change their mind. So I hope this was helpful. That was my speed run through setting up a POAP. Yeah, take care. Best wishes.